Yo, what is going on, fam? So, just real quick, I want to do a quick breakdown on the sell limit that had actually was activated on last night's London session, and today we just executed a new trade for a sell on Gbpusd as well. So we should have two running entries. Our first entry, which should now be at risk free, and currently floating at 110 pips. Our second entry right now, we have a stop loss on it still with a 35 pip stop to get an overall of 230 and first take profit of 312. So current running profits for GU on the second entry and floating at this moment from our first entry exactly at 110 pips floating in profits. So I'm gonna just go ahead and break this down from our first entry perspective to the second entry as well. So we take a look at the weekly time frame here. Well, actually on the monthly. Yeah, it was on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, the reason I took in the first sell was because I had noticed that we actually broke structure right here on this low right here, this old low. So market is gonna still continue rallying to the downside to potentially come and clear out this sell side liquidity that we have right here on the weekly time frame, which you'll be able to see more clear on the daily time frame. So we have that first confirmation that market had broke structure to the downside, and confirmation that we should continue on rallying to the downside all the way down to the sell side liquidity. Now, if we come down to the daily, well, on the daily time frame, you can see more clear the weekly sell side liquidity, which is this two equal lows that we see in the market right here. There's two lows, which is where we have stop losses being accumulated from retail traders, and also confirmation broken structure. And market had came to retrace into that broken structure right on this candle's high, right here. Right on this candle high right here. Right there. Right on that candle high, market came and tested that break of structure right on those wicks. And that started making market coming down. But now the sell limit, I had placed it there because if we go to lower time frames, such as at the 4 hour, 1 hour, and 30-minute, we could start seeing how market had left behind here our imbalance area, which was also our commission price candle right there. That's bull candle before the drop of the 4 hour, as well as in the 2 hour imbalance being filled in into this area. Coming down to the 1 hour. And then on the 1 hour, we have these two bull candles, which is our commission price candle overall range in this area. And at 30-minute is where I decided to place my sell limit around the opening of this commission price candle once market had came to fill in this imbalance area right there. You can see market came right into it and rejected it immediately after that, but was just kind of floating inside that range during that day, creating some distribution form inside this area, which was still respecting the overall range of our commission price candle that we have right here. Never broke above it, held strong, respecting that commission price candle, and finally decided to make that massive drop to the downside, as in from last night's London session. Overall drawdown, we only had around 20 pips drawdown on the first entry. And for the second entry, pretty simple confirmations. We already had confirmation the market had a broken structure. And we have new confirmation here, breaking the low. These old lows right here. And clearing out some liquidity. Creating the commission price candle, market comes test this that once. And I didn't really get in here because we're still during Sydney Asia session. So there's no need for me to get in that time because during those times, during those sessions, market is just going to start forming an accumulation or moving very slowly. I decided to get in right here during pre-London around 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because I already had one confirmation that we had tested that commission price candle here. Market just came back up to rebalance inside that area, respecting structure. And that's why I decided to get it for a sell because of all those confirmations with 35 pip stop to get an overall of 230, which is where we have that weekly sales liquidity for both of them. So currently, first entry, we should be flowing at 100 pips, 110 pips. And second entry right now, we are currently running in profits for a nice 20 pip profit that we have going on at this very moment. So with that being said, guys, I mean, this is the only pair that I'm going to be taking a look at for tonight. With that being said, everyone have a great night and see you guys tomorrow for a learning session.